Hello students. Types of flowers. Flowers can be categorized into two types, clistogamous and jesmogamous. Jesmogamous flowers are open flowers in which stigma and anther are exposed, and since stigma and anther are exposed, self-pollination or cross-pollination both are possible. Pollen grains from the same flower or different flower can reach the stigma. Okay. Second is the clistogamous or the closed flowers. Closed flowers in which petals are closed, stigma and style, ovary or anther, they are not exposed. So only self-pollination is possible in this. Pollen grains from the anther can reach only within the stigma. Right? Now types of fruits. Fruits can be categorized into true fruit or false fruit. True fruits which develops from the ovary. False fruits which develops not from ovary, some other part, mainly thalamus. Third is the parthenocarpic fruits. Parthenocarpic fruits are those fruits which are developed without fertilization. Okay. And since fertilization has not occurred, there is no seed present. So parthenocarpic fruits are seedless. Types of seeds. Seeds can be categorized into two types, albuminous seeds and non-albuminous seeds. Albuminous seeds are those in which endosperm is present. Not all the endosperm is utilized for the development of embryo. Okay, so albuminous seeds retains a part of endosperm as it is not completely used up during embryo development. Second type of seeds is non-albuminous, also called as X-albuminous. In these, endosperm is absent. Seeds have no residual endosperm as it is completely, means endosperm is completely consumed during embryo development. Okay. On the basis of presence of endosperm, seeds are of two types, albuminous or non-albuminous. And on the basis of presence of cotyledons, we already know seeds are of two types, dicot seed and monocot seeds. Now structure of a seed. From outside, when we see the seed, we can see seed coat, then a point, scar-like structure, hilum. There is a ridge, a line, ref, and below hilum we can see micropyle. Okay. If we open it, the seed, what we found in a dicot seed, two cotyledons are present. Okay, and an embryo is present. Now structure of embryo. Parts of embryos are important. Embryo has two main parts, radicle and plumule. Radicle is the embryonic root which will grow into the root of the plant, and plumule will give rise to the shoot. The joining point of the embryo and the cotyledon is called cotyledonous node, the center. Okay, cotyledonous node. and the area between the cotyledonous node and plumule is epicotyle, and the area between radicle and cotyledonous node is hypocotyle. Epicotyle and hypocotyle. Okay. So what are the parts of a seed? Outermost we have seed coat, the covering. It has two layers. Outer layer is called the testa and inner is called the tegmen. Then is the hilum, which is a point of joining of fruit and seed. Initially we know it was the joining of ovule and placenta of the ovary. Then is the micropyle. Micropyle is the opening through which air or water can enter in the seeds, which is important for germination. Cotyledons, they contain reserve food which will help in the growth of the new plant. And embryo, the length of the embryo is called the embryonal axis, in which we have already seen there are 5 parts. Plumule, which is the embryonic shoot. Center is the cotyledonous node, which is the joining of the cotyledon and the embryo. Last it's a radicle. The part between plumule and cotyledonous node is the epicotyle, and part between cotyledonous node and radicle is the hypocotyle. Radicle is always present towards the micropyle. Whenever a seed germinates, plumule is the first structure which comes out. Okay. Now, what are the conversions or changes we can see? After fertilization, we have seen ovule, egg cell is converted into zygote. Further, zygote is converted into embryo in a seed. Primary endosperm cell is converted into endosperm. It may be present or may not be present. Nucellus, the cells which were outside embryo sac, nucellus. In some fruits, we can see some residue of nucellus, which is called as perisperm. Integuments which were present in the ovules are now converted into seed coat. Ovule is converted into seed, ovule into fruits. The outermost layer, wall of the ovary, is now the outermost layer or the wall of the fruit, known as pericarp. Okay.